all been there. You love them, they love you, but it's just not enough. Why does love so often fall short? Why, when the emotional connection is so deep, do relationships still break apart? The truth is painful, but it's something we all need to face. In this video, we're going to explore why emotional connection alone can't save a broken relationship. It's time to understand the psychology behind dysfunction. When we think of love, we often think of it as the ultimate fix, the glue that holds everything together. But here's the problem. Love isn't enough. The reason relationships fail isn't that the love isn't real. It's because love, by itself, is not enough to heal emotional wounds, restore trust, or create lasting connection. In fact, love can sometimes blind us to the deeper issues at play. And until we recognize those issues, no amount of love will keep the relationship intact. In the early stages of a relationship, everything feels like magic. Love floods our brains with dopamine, and everything seems possible. But then the cracks start to appear. Arguments, misunderstandings, unmet needs, and we often try to mask them with more love, more affection, more connection. We believe, if I just love them enough, it will get better. But what we're missing here is the psychological complexity of relationships. Emotional connection is vital. It's what makes us human, what bonds us. But when we're operating in dysfunctional patterns, the emotional connection is often overpowered by deeper psychological issues: attachment trauma, insecurity, power imbalances, and unaddressed emotional needs. The truth is, love often thrives in an environment of healthy emotional expression and mutual respect. But in a dysfunctional relationship, that love is often outshined by the shadows of unresolved trauma and fear. Psychologically speaking, we are creatures of attachment, and when our attachment needs are unmet, we start acting out, subconsciously seeking validation, attention, or approval. And it's not always pretty. When one partner consistently fails to meet the emotional needs of the other, resentment grows. When there's emotional neglect or one person becomes emotionally unavailable, the other person starts to feel rejected, unwanted, or unseen. Think about it this way. If your past relationships were filled with abandonment or betrayal, you're likely to carry those wounds with you. Those wounds don't magically disappear just because you fall in love with someone new. Instead, those wounds begin to shape your current relationship in ways that you might not even be aware of. Love doesn't heal trauma. Love can't erase the fear of abandonment, rejection, or unresolved conflict. The problem is this: when we're in pain, we don't always make the healthiest decisions. We end up creating emotional patterns that keep us stuck in toxic dynamics. We crave validation, but we can't get it in the way we need it. We might even find ourselves attracting people who mirror the dysfunction we experienced in childhood or past relationships. Another issue is power imbalance. One person might hold emotional dominance over the other, using guilt, shame, or manipulation to get what they want. In these situations, love becomes a tool to control and manipulate, rather than a force for mutual support and equality. This kind of dynamic can destroy relationships from the inside out. The person on the receiving end of manipulation or control starts to lose themselves, feeling trapped, confused, and unsure of their own worth. And the person who's controlling may feel an ever-increasing need to dominate, convinced that their partner's love proves their power. Why does this happen over and over again? Trauma repetition. The idea that we somehow relive our past to process it, even if it doesn't seem healthy. When we don't address our deeper emotional wounds, we repeat the same patterns, and this cycle keeps us trapped. You might think you're in control, but often you're just repeating the same dysfunctional relationship patterns over and over again. This is why emotional connection alone can't fix a broken relationship. Until you address the root causes, the emotional triggers, the unresolved trauma, the unhealthy dynamics, you'll always find yourself stuck. Love can't work as a band-aid for deeper issues. It can't cover up the cracks that exist under the surface. So, what's the solution? It's about recognizing that love is only one piece of the puzzle. The work isn't just about loving harder, it's about healing, growing, and breaking free from destructive patterns. True healing comes when both partners are committed to growth, self-awareness, and emotional maturity. Only then can love flourish in an environment of mutual respect and understanding. If you're stuck in a dysfunctional relationship, take a step back. Look beyond the love and start addressing the deeper emotional work that needs to happen. Because love, as powerful as it is, can't do it all. So remember, love should never be a battle you fight alone. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay awake, stay aware.